Welcome to the Adventures in Alchemy podcast, where we share tips, techniques, and true stories to support you in using the law of attraction and alchemy to create magic and live the life of your dreams. Here's your host, the founder of DailyAlchemy.com, Michelle Martin Dobbins.
Hey, it's Michelle Martin Dobbins from DailyAlchemy.com, and today I want to share with you a question that one of my readers sent in to me, and I want to share my answer to her with you, and also invite you if you have some advice, because I know that mine is not the only and the best and the highest advice, and I bet that a lot of my listeners have great advice that you could send that into, and we can share it on the blog. So here's the question. I created a beautiful vision with my dream vision and hid it, but my boyfriend found it and ripped it with anger. He has anger issues toward me at times, but other times he is loving. With him ripping my vision board in anger, is there any way that it will affect the law of attraction for me, for him? And is that sending bad energy to the law of attraction? I plan on creating a new vision board, but can't stop thinking how he affected my creation process. And I always like to say, if you feel like you're in a bad situation, don't be afraid to reach out for help, because I don't know this situation, and it could be a perfectly safe situation, or it could be one where you want to find a safe place to get away from this boyfriend. But I've seen situations in relationships where people may have ripped things and thrown things, and it wasn't necessarily a bad relationship, but things just happened. But so I'm going to tell you my answer mainly from the perspective of you're in a safe environment. But if you don't feel safe, reach out for help. There are so many people that can help you, and so many places where you can get shelter. Okay, so this makes me think about Abraham Hicks and talking about, an answer that they gave to someone about who wanted to live by the beach. And she said, well, my husband does not want to live by the beach. So is it okay for me to visualize myself living at the beach? And they were like, yeah, visualize you and your husband happy at the beach. She's like, but he doesn't want to be at the beach, so am I affecting him? And they're like, you just worry about creating what you want to create. Let him create what he wants to create. But if you're creating a world where you're both happy at the beach, then, you're getting what you want. So I think that you just focus on creating what you want. And as far as the boyfriend goes, I am one that I don't like to tie into one particular person being the be-all, end-all of our lives. And I don't think anyone else gets to control our thoughts. And since our thoughts can change our lives, we can change our lives no matter what anybody thinks. He may be afraid of the changes that you're making in your life and feel that there's not room for him. But I would focus on doing your own process and focusing on your goals, and let what happens with the boyfriend happen. Unless it's a unsafe situation, then get out really as quickly as you can. But you may find that after you do work on your own spiritual growth and focus on the things that you want and work on creating them, that you no longer desire to be with him. Because long term, we don't want to be with someone who has anger issues towards us. And that could be a mirror, too, for some anger issues you might have for yourself. So think about how you treat yourself and work on treating yourself with love and respect. Work on doing your own goals, and then you'll find that either he's going to shift and have less anger, or you're going to be ready to leave him. In the meantime, my 3 tips for you are, number 1, self-love, self-love, self-love. I know it's easy to preach. Find something tangible, some action, I guess I should say, that you can do every day that is loving to yourself. Take the time to sit and meditate. Take the time to do your spiritual practice. Be really gentle and sweet with yourself when you're washing your face, when you're brushing your teeth. You can do almost any daily action with loving intent, and that changes that action, and it's easy to build into your routine because it's something that you're going to do every day. Like if you're a person who puts lotion on after you take a shower, Do it very present, thanking your body, sending your body loving thoughts while you do it. It's a very easy way to incorporate self-love into your daily routine. So number 1, self-love. Number 2, treat yourself sweet as much as you can, and don't beat yourself up for where you are right now. You are where you are, and I think sometimes people who are in a relationship and they know it may not be the best or they want to make it better, they beat themselves up for it. So try to let go of beating yourself up. It goes back to self-love, positive statements to you. And number 3, keep on. I'm really glad that him ripping your vision board didn't make you want to stop. Focus on this thing and create a new vision board. And you can also, if you can have vision boards in lots of places. I keep some just because I like to keep some of my dreams really close to my heart and not share them out in the world. And I live in a house with my husband, my kids, and sometimes my kids and I, or whatever, we'll make vision boards together, and I'll have things posted up where everybody can see them. But sometimes I have special dreams that I'm not ready to share yet, that I just need to marinate in my heart. So when I do that, I will have a secret vision board. And on Pinterest, you can make secret boards. And I have one on there that I like to go and just look at all the pictures that I've pinned of the dreams that I have that I'm just not willing to share right yet. Sometimes you just have to really marinate and keep them close to your heart. And I think sometimes even like our dreams are scary for us. And we're afraid that if we put them out there too soon, that other people will squash them. And so sometimes we have to give those dreams love before we put them out there for other people to see. So you can do that, or even just a file on your computer where you collect pictures or things like that. So I wish you the best of luck and happy manifesting. And I'm also inviting anybody else who's listening to give her some tips too. My main tips are to work on the self-love, not beat yourself up, which goes under self-love, and keep on focusing on your dreams. And I would love to hear what anybody else has as far as tips to deal with when you feel like somebody else is affecting your manifesting practice or your law of attraction practice. Please come and share those you can, if you're on YouTube, you can share them here. If you're anywhere else, you can come to dailyalchemy.com. And there are links to all of my social media and to my email. So you can drop me a line. I'd love to hear your thoughts and your tips. Namaste. Have a wonderful day. This episode of Adventures in Alchemy has been brought to you by Leonie Dawson's Shining Year Life and Biz Workbooks and Planners. They are one of the very, very few products that are not my own that I do recommend and promote. The reason is I've had such fabulous results in my own life with them. I love and adore these workbooks. This is my 3rd year doing them. And so I wanted to make sure that everybody that I know and talk to knows about them too, because I've had such great results and met so many of my goals. One of my big dreams was to take my family to Italy, and that happened last year, and it seems so far off. But once I put it down in my workbook and started making out a plan, it happened. And lots of other things have happened, including this podcast, because of the workbooks. So I am offering anybody who goes and purchases through my affiliate link a free Create Your Magical 2016 class to get you off on a good start. And I know it's January, but there is still time to catch this new year energy and make 2016 your best year so far. And all you have to do is get the workbooks and then do the work, right? You can't just buy the workbooks. You actually have to go through and fill everything out and do the work. But when you do the work, all kinds of wonderful things start happening in your life. So, as I said, you get a free class from me, and you also have the opportunity to win free coaching for a year from me. So, if you want to check out these lovely notebooks, which are geared towards women, although there are some men doing them, but the illustrations are beautiful and feminine, just go to the show notes and click the link there to find out more about Leonie's workbooks. Or you can also go to dailyalchemy.com, and there is a link in the sidebar to her workbooks and at the bottom of all of the blog posts for now. But hurry, because this offer ends on January 31st. So let's go out and make the best 2016 ever.
Thanks for listening to the Adventures in Alchemy podcast. Connect with me on thedailyalchemy.com or Facebook at facebook.com/Michelle Dobbins, author. Join us next time for even more magical life tips.